7 Surprising Ways to Spot an INFJ. In this video, I'll be sharing 7 surprising ways to spot someone with an INFJ personality type. Spotting someone with an INFJ personality type could be tricky. This is not only because they are one of the rarest personality types, but also because they seem to blend well with others in public. INFJs also often change their behavior depending on who they are relating with. An INFJ is a typical example of what we call a walking contradiction. This is because an INFJ can be reserved yet extroverted, warm yet distant, and emotional yet rational. INFJs are often mysterious, and all these traits may make it a bit difficult to spot them. Have you been wondering if a particular person in your life is an INFJ? Or are you looking to make friends with an INFJ and you're finding it difficult to spot one? Are you just curious about how to spot this rare personality type? If so, then you've come to the right place. In this video, we'll be looking at 7 surprising ways you can spot an INFJ. So you have to stick with me to the end, as every point is important. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to click on the little notification bell so that when next we drop an amazing video, you'll be the first to know. Let's dive right in. Number 7. INFJs are genuinely concerned about the world. INFJs are always worried about the world. They're extremely passionate about making a change in the world and making the world a better place. You'll most likely see an INFJ at the forefront of causes or campaigns that are directed at making the world a better place. INFJs are very passionate about causes that they believe in, and they don't hold back from telling other people about them. INFJs will be found constantly reading and trying to improve their knowledge. They always want to know what's going on around them and in the world. INFJs are always involved in campaigns that give back to humanity and Mother Earth. For example, an INFJ will be actively involved in animal rights campaigns. INFJs are also always trying to come up with creative ways to bring about a change and make the world a better place for everyone. Likewise, INFJs are highly passionate about positive social change. They will not stand any form of injustice, and they'll always speak up against social issues. You'll most likely find an INFJ advocating for human rights and raising their voice against oppression. An INFJ will also constantly try to come up with solutions to fix several issues in their community and the world in general. Number 6. INFJs have an interesting sense of humor. INFJs are naturally very reserved people, but underneath this introverted nature, they can be very amusing. INFJs are quick-witted and have a great response time to jokes. If they choose to, INFJs can be really chatty, and they can have quirky remarks about everything. While INFJs may not be comfortable amid crowds, they love to joke around and have fun with their close friends. They make bizarre jokes and can deliver funny punchlines without missing a beat. INFJ humor can be described as often geeky or non-conventional humor because they're not your average comedian. Most times, other people don't get the joke and don't understand their peculiar sense of humor, and this could result in other people getting uncomfortable. This is why, even though an INFJ may have a different view on humor and what they find funny, they decide to blend in with whatever makes the people around them happy. Also, depending on the type of people they're with, INFJs can move from light jokes to dark humor. INFJs are also good at making hilarious, bizarre jokes, and they most times make jokes to diffuse tension and ease the situation in the case of awkward silence. Number 5. INFJs seem intimidating at first contact. At first contact, INFJs come across as cold, intimidating, and intense. You may have second thoughts about approaching them because they don't look friendly or welcoming. This cold and intimidating look is actually a result of their reserved and intuitive nature. Their facial expressions and body language may make them appear cold and intimidating. If you randomly come across an INFJ on the street, they will most likely seem lost in thought, angry, or irritated because of their facial expressions. Also, due to their main function, introverted intuition, INFJs are always keenly observing and analyzing their environment. Their cold or unfriendly demeanor is just a result of the INFJ's focus on their surroundings and their effort to make sense of the happenings around them. Similarly, because of their introverted and sensitive nature, INFJs are usually quite uncomfortable in some public settings, and this also contributes to their cold appearance. But in the actual sense, INFJs are very warm and kind-hearted people. They can be very friendly, and when you get a chance to speak with an INFJ, you'll realize that their outward, intimidating appearance is not really who they are. They have a warm and bubbly personality, and this begins to show once they open their mouth to speak. Number 4. INFJs have great listening skills. INFJs are known for their excellent listening skills. This is another way to easily spot an INFJ. INFJs will always take time out to listen and empathize with their friends irrespective of their busy schedules. That friend that is always ready to listen to whatever you have to say could just be an INFJ. INFJs are active listeners, and they make whoever is speaking to them feel heard and understood. Because of their empathic nature, INFJs genuinely listen to other people with concern and empathize with them. When you talk to an INFJ, especially about something very important, they pay rapt attention. They listen quietly without interrupting while noticing your tone and body language. INFJs don't get distracted while listening to other people. You won't see an INFJ scrolling through their phone, watching TV, or giving passive and half-minded responses. INFJs are active listeners, and they will ask you all the right questions that will make the other person open up and communicate their feelings effectively. INFJs also understand other people's feelings on a deeper level due to their sensitive nature. They also view things from a neutral point of view and try to come up with the best solutions to problems. Though, because of their introverted nature, INFJs are a lot less likely to open up to the other person in return. They will hardly speak of themselves, but will ask all the right questions to get you to open up and express yourself. Number 3. INFJs are introverts and also extroverts. The I in INFJ stands for introverted. This means that INFJs are naturally introverts, but this reserved type also has an extroverted side that makes them really good with people. INFJs have this amazing duality. You may see them now, and then you'll realize you don't see them anymore. That is, they may be extroverts today, but they will go back to being their natural introverted selves tomorrow. INFJs are reserved people who need sufficient alone time to recharge and refuel, but they also have the tendency to be outgoing and social. INFJs express this introverted side when they're around people they feel comfortable with. They have great social and people skills, and they come across as really charming and friendly in social gatherings. You'll find INFJs being very expressive and chatty when they're with their friends and loved ones. An INFJ is also a warm and pleasant person with a great bubbly personality and a witty sense of humor. But you'll soon get to realize that this outgoing INFJ is not as extroverted as you might have thought. Because of their introverted nature, INFJs cannot socialize for extended periods of time. This is because their social battery gets drained easily, and they will require some space and time to recharge. During this period, INFJs spend quality time alone indoors doing the things that they enjoy. They'll find reasons to decline invitations to any form of social event or gathering during this period. Number 2. INFJs are highly competitive. INFJs have a really competitive spirit, and they always tend to push themselves until they're doing a lot better than they used to. An INFJ will constantly try to come up with new methods to do things even better than they've always done before. INFJs push themselves to work and be better versions of themselves. This personality type is always in competition, not with other people, but with themselves. An INFJ will always try hard to beat any record or achievement he or she had previously made. INFJs hardly compete with other people. They don't compare their lives to others. INFJs do not use another person's life as the standard and try to be better than other people. Instead, they compete with themselves and set standards using their own lives. INFJs do not get jealous of other people's lives, and this is why they're always growing and flourishing. Number 1. INFJs try not to stand out. INFJs have a lot of unique traits and characteristics that will make them stand out from the average person. Most times, INFJs try not to stand out in the midst of other people despite their several peculiarities. INFJs don't want to be the center of attraction, and they'll rather be in the background observing. INFJs make conscious efforts to blend in with others or to appear seemingly normal. There you have it. We looked at 7 surprising ways to spot an INFJ. I'd like to know your thoughts on the points we discussed in this video. Kindly share them in the comments section below. Also, if you know more ways to spot an INFJ, you can share them with us in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel. If you liked this topic, we have similar videos for you to enjoy on the screen. You can click one to watch it now. Bye!